ShelTech Showcase. Today I'm going to be going over a few things on the Level 1 rocket and a few other projects that I am currently working on and hope to get out to be publicly available soon. First off, I'd like to start with the issue of the first launch we had with the high-powered rocket. Now, you've probably seen in the video, the whole thing went rather well. As a matter of fact, I thought it went almost perfect, other than the landing where the coupler section for the body tube came off. Now, I should have seen that coming, but I figured I was trying to model this off of the BT60R. Just basically make it bigger. Well, I did that, and what I did not account for was the added weight that the whole cardboard tube consists of on such a small, thin grasping point. But no, when it came down beautifully. You can even see the impact right here where it first touched when it came down. And I think there were several occurrences happening at once. One, this was just obviously too thin. I mean, that's pretty thin. And I think the other thing is I didn't adjust my parachute to open as wide as it could have. I mean, now this is my first experience really with high power rockets, and I know you can adjust parachutes and whatnot for descent rate, like this BT-81 I have. I'm working on. I'm going to be flying this out there too on the 14th. But I've adjusted the parachute now to give it its maximum width when it comes down. So hopefully it'll be falling a little slower, and that way it won't be such a jarring effect when it hits. And plus, I do believe I have fixed this small coupler, and that would be right here. I went ahead and made a second version from the already completed rocket right there. And what's special about this one is that I just got, I'm a little curious, and I thought, how nifty would it be to print a multi-piece fin can? Well, that's probably still a ways off. But what this did allow me to figure out is this is the fix for this guy. As you can see, the old coupler, if I can get that on camera, that's how thin it is. And the new one is this guy. Now, of course, it's printed as one piece. I'm just simply showing you apart from the multi-piece fin can. That's a project for another time. But I do believe that if this is really the only issue we're running into, then I would assume that a thicker collar would definitely help out. So this, the 14th, we will be flying this guy again. This is the completed one. This is the modified one with the thicker coupler and a few other modifications that I'll go over. As you can see, the entire thing is being reused. That's one of the points of this project, is being able to just pick up and rebuild and go. So as you can see, the nose cone, no damage. The inside of this, the body tube, there's like some soot marks, nothing intense. The not launch lugs, the rail buttons that are a two-piece that I whipped up and 3D printed have held together. They held the rocket on the rail. It went straight, as you could see in the video. I went ahead and made the bolts line up with the fins, so that way there is no obstruction with the rail or the buttons. When I first flew it, as you can see on this old coupler, the bolt holes actually were right down the center with the buttons. And that didn't really cause too much of an issue, but I figured we need to do this right. We need to make it look clean. We need to get it proper. So the new coupler, as you can see, is much taller as well. It's about that much up there inside the tube. Another thing that I wanted to point out is it's interesting that the glue, the epoxy, the JB plastic weld I used for the hook, the anchor point, did not fail at all. As you can, if you actually look at the JB on the inside where it was exposed to the flame, there is no, or not flame, but the hot exhaust gases, there's no melt, there's no damage. It's inside, like it happened in the plastic. As a matter of fact, you can even look down the motor tube and see very slight, like dimples or bubble waves, I guess you could say, and that's just from the heat of the motor as it's burning. Even after just 1.1 seconds of it's still very hot, going up and then coming down. So I went ahead, I don't think I have just a bare one laying around, but if you look inside, you can see that it is reflective inside there, the motor sleeve now. The motor sleeve is in there. And basically I took paper towel rolls, cut them down the center, and I put several layers of this heat tape. I use it on the outside to help track the rocket, to help get it to reflect off the sun and whatnot so I can see it better. But it is heat reflective tape. I think it protects up to, or reflects up to, I don't know, 600-700 degrees or something like that. But I lined the entire inside of this can with it, and it even comes up to the top, and because it looks just like this on the top. So all of this is covered with the reflective tape. And I know it might be overkill, might be under, who knows. But I just wanted to make sure that we don't get those ripples, because I'm sure over time those would get really, really, really wavy. So we got to make sure we can pick this right up, put a motor in, and fly it immediately again. Let's see, what else have I really changed? Nothing. Really, there's very few, if any, well, other than the coupler changes I've done. But other than that, this rocket is completely ready to fly. Already got the parachute inside with the heat blanket, shield blanket, parachute blanket to make your recovery burrito. Haven't changed the nose cone. It's exactly the same. I am working on a few other designs though. Kind of like just, I guess for looks, aesthetics. But yeah, no, this one's good to go. So second flight will be the 14th. And I will be making videos hopefully once a day leading up to the main event. I was going to try and live stream this, but it was coming out to 240p and it was a potato. So I'm going to try and make this a high quality video. But I'll be making a few more between now and the actual launch. So we got that issue figured out. Just got a much thicker coupler. Let's see. Oh yes, the BT-80 rocket is actually coming along rather nice. This one will be available on our eBay and possibly our Cults page here soon. But I'm going to be flying this guy out there. It's a BT-80 size BT-60R to a point, but it still gives you your, still gives the ability to use either a 29mm F engine or a 24mm D. Estes motors, the little cardboard tube ones. So this one, this is not what the finished product's going to look like. This is just me tinkering around with it. I'm going to see if we can't get some more designs, different shapes of the lock rings right here. I think it'd be cool if one looked like a nozzle. I really do. Let's see. Oh yeah, the special project I wanted to show before I end this video, and then I'll make another one soon, is this. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a housing, and here soon we should get the motor in it. More info coming on that. That is the first half of the showcase, and tomorrow I should have another video ready to go. And until then, I will see you guys next time.